Our free live chat psychic reading connects you instantly with experienced psychics, ready to offer you personalized guidance and clarity in real time, whether you're curious about love, career, or life's biggest decisions. Our psychics are here to help you unlock your future and discover your true path. Experience the convenience of live chat, where you can ask questions and get immediate insights, tailored just for you. Don't miss out on this unique opportunity to connect with your inner self and receive the guidance you need. Subscribe now and never miss a live session. Start your journey towards clarity and peace today.
Hi, this is Greensbound, where I do predictions of the future. If like me do prediction for you, let me know in the chat. Just a reminder that all of our show times and all that wonderful stuff is at greensbound.com. So go check it out. Let's get started with today's show. The wife is here. Yay! Makes things a lot smoother and a lot easier. And I know you guys enjoy it as well. On our Patreon page, we got our monthly reports for astrology. So go check that out for June. Working on some other things behind the scenes for the Patreon page. Maybe some t-shirts, some coffee cups and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. Go check out our Patreon page, which is on our website and all that sort of thing. Let's get into the next thing. Things are changing as I forget the singer's name. I saw him in concert. I can't remember his name. Things are changing. Anyways, let's throw some cards down just to see what is going on around the world. I know it's a little bit of chaos out there right now. We got maybe some wars going to happen and some financial things are going to be happening and all kinds of wonderful people shooting fireworks in the middle of LA. That's the nicest way of saying it. Somebody's already asking about the conflict that's happening across the way. Let's throw just a general card reading for everything right now for this month. For everything that's going on, we knew that there was going to be big changes happening in the world. And not everything, when it changes, is pleasant. I'll put it that way. But it is necessary for us to move into a new age. I keep saying that we're going into the golden age with everything going on. We are going into the age of Aquarius. Sometimes you have to get to the good stuff, you have to go through all the nasty bits, especially with everything that's happening in the United States. All the nasty things that are happening are exposing the left side and who they actually are, and people are starting to pull away from that. That's one positive aspect of what's going on out there. And then the world is realigning to a better world, and sometimes that looks pretty nasty. So let's throw some cards down there just to see what's going on. Overall, I think the health of everything, there's going to be a whole lot of new friendships that's going to be happening around the world, which is really strange to say right now, but everything is starting to be realigned to where it needs to be. And it's not looking happy while we're getting there, but when it does happen, it's going to be very beneficial to everybody on the planet. Because there's people always not wanting to change, right? As I always say to many of the people around me and you guys, you can't change, you can't control other people. The only person that you can control is yourself. And there's entities out there that are trying to control everything, and they're going to be finding out that rule of the universe that you can't control anybody. The only person that you can control is yourself. So this is the outburst that we're watching right now as we move forward in time. Financially, we're going to be going into a really good spot, especially here in North America, with everything. everything is turning itself around. Many of the conflicts that we're starting to see right now is the old banking system struggling to keep relevant. This is why we're seeing the Israeli and Iran and all that wonderful stuff. You have to remember they are part of the world banking cartel, and they're not doing so hot right now, especially with all the movement into cryptocurrencies as the new system. And they're going along with it, kicking and screaming. So that's happening right now. So everything right now, it's going to be coming to in kind of a cooling down period in the next couple of weeks. As I've predicted in the last show, that many of the things that we're seeing in the United States are starting not to be on your news feed. I noticed that the other day with the LA riots. There's nothing about that on the news feed. It's all about the new possible world war and all that sort of thing, which in itself will die down in probably a month. And they're going to have to try to find something else to scare you with. Because that's what the news does. It always tries to keep you on edge and keeps you afraid of things. Because a public that is afraid is easily controlled. Okay, so always keep that in mind when you're watching the news. Everything is designed to keep you afraid and not making the good decisions, like buying crypto and taking jobs and learning new things and moving forward. Fear always keeps you stationary, right? If you're in fear, it's very hard to keep moving forward. And that's what the powers that be like to do to you, okay? So, any big things that you're picking up the next little while?
No.
No?
Not really.
Just a big, get your popcorn, watch the show, don't get involved, don't go out into the streets rioting and all that silliness. This is going to be something, if you don't lend energy to it, it's going to be dissipating in a good way. And it's going to be molding the new world around us for the better. Hard to imagine, but that's generally how it works. Okay, let's get into the chat. We got some wonderful people there asking wonderful questions, as always. Hey, Andre, is there anything to look forward to in the next week or so? Probably my new coffee cup designs. This is going to be fun. That's going to be on our Patreon page. But outside of that, yeah, let's see what Baby Cow has in store for the next week. Yeah, the wife liked the coffee cup design. Mm-hmm. Coffee cup designs and some a sticker and a t-shirt, maybe a hoodie thing going to be happening on our Patreon page. So keep tuned for that. They're cute. Anyways, for Baby Cow, you're going to be building upon something that you've been working on for quite some time in the health area, and don't stop doing that. Okay, where you're headed in the health situation is where you're supposed to be at. Don't lose faith in the scenario, and do all the wonderful things that you're supposed to be doing. The financial part of your life is going to be turning itself around. Before you were a little hung up on what to do, and there's going to be, like a bolt of lightning, a whole bunch of ideas and all that sort of thing going to be happening. And you're going to be starting to take action. Okay? It's one of the rules of the universe. And making good on many of those wonderful ideas that you have. I'm thinking at work, this is the last card here, people around you. There's going to be somebody who's a little offset to your viewpoint, and they're going to be discussing that with you in the next little while. Doesn't have to be horrible or anything. It's just they have a disagreement with a viewpoint of yours, which is common today, as long as you don't go rioting or anything. And they're going to be voicing their concerns and all that sort of thing. Take the high road and understand where they're coming from. It's coming from fear and or misunderstanding of something. So you're going to be going through that in a good way, and you're going to be still friends. Okay? Don't burn those bridges, and I think you're going to be moving on in that relationship in a good way. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Cosmic travel. Hey, Andre, I want to know if I should ask about more lead positions now that, or after the summer, bosses are petty. I work smarter at the task, but it feels like there's a gender barrier here. I find that in my work as well, in some cases. It is going to be leading into something else. Your hard work and your good ideas and all that sort of thing may not necessarily be where you're at right now, but it's going to be from where you are. It's going to be leading into something else entirely. Don't burn bridges or anything like that, but there is going to be some opportunities coming up for your good ideas and your good work ethic moving forward. But I think it's going to be somewhere else. But it's going to be spawning from where you're at into something else. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. You're going to manifest everything that you need, right? Use that white light. Hey, crypto total market cap reaching 4 trillion and 8 trillion. Would you name how far in months are we for each? 4 trillion is probably going to be by the end of 2025. 8 trillion, probably another 2 years after that. Okay. When it is going to happen, probably in the middle of the summertime, it's going to go very, very quickly. Okay. To that 4 trillion. I think we're at 2.8 trillion right now. After a certain period of time in the summertime, it's going to be going way beyond that 4 trillion. Just because of all the money's coming into cryptocurrency, and it's not from regular folks. It's from the big companies and corporations and all that sort of thing. Hopefully the people out there figure it out and you get some Bitcoin and you sit on it. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Andre and the wife would love a general or life path or love reading whatever messages you feel called to. And we got a nice donation. Thank you, Lizzie. Can't see what it is because it's behind on my screen. It's behind something. But thank you. Always appreciated. Life reading. I think you're going to be not doing all the things that you intend to do because you're not putting effort into it. We all get into those states of mind. You have all the good ideas. You have the vision and all that sort of thing. It's just time to start to take the actions to move into those things. So I think this week for you is a little bit of a lazy, hazy day for you, which is okay to do every so often. But I think in the next little while, you're going to be really taking action on many of those things that you have in mind. And they're going to be working out very good for you. Not easy, but it is going to be working. Anything to add?
Nope.
No?
I was not there.
It's just, she's working all the screens. She's got screens everywhere. Okay. Thank you for the 5
Euros.
euros. I can't remember why. I don't know why I can't remember that. But thank you. You said before Karen Red will be found innocent, but many need to get it on someone. Does that mean a hung jury or full actuarial on all 3 counts?
Acquittal.
Acquittal. I can read,
Yeah.
sort of.
This doesn't come out right when you speak it.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, my guides, or I got a reading years and years ago. You'll be a public speaker. I'm going crazy. I have a speech impediment. So here I am. See, even if you have a speech impediment, you can do public speaking too. Yeah, it's going to be a full acquittal of the 3 counts and all that sort of thing. There's going to be some new financial situation that's going to be happening around this particular situation that's going to be very beneficial to your friend. They're going to, her lawyers or whoever is going to be finding something that a loophole that they can utilize to get through this particular situation. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Henry. How low do you see Chainlink in the next week? You want to buy? Well, you should always buy. It's always a good time to buy. How low? I think we're going to be going back up again. Cryptocurrency market as a whole. There was a little shakeup with not Warren Buffett, Elizabeth Warren. They said no to some crypto bill, and that made everything go funny in the cryptocurrency market. She wants to keep the old system, and the old system's dying. So I don't know why she wants to do that, but she's being paid by certain individuals. I think it's going to go down a little bit more. I'm not sure what the price is right now, but it's going to go down a tiny bit more in the next week or so, and then everything is going to start to go back up again. It's, if you watch the cryptocurrency market right now, it's doing this, right? And kind of staying in a trench. It's not going below that certain number. It's not going above the, in Canadian, it's like 150,000. It's not going above that, but it's not going below 143,000, I think. So it's staying in that range, and I think it's going to be doing that for the next little while until it starts to break through. I think a lot of the tariff fear is starting to go away because Donald Trump is finally making deals with many of the countries. Even Canada is actually at the table right now to go make a deal. And I think that's going to alleviate a lot of the fear from the markets. So I think right now would probably be the best time to buy in the next week. And then everything's going to go back up. And it's just a fun roller coaster ride right now with the cryptocurrency markets and everything else. Okay? Hi, all. What career path should I be on? AI? AI is cool right now. I learn AI for all my stuff I do here. Lots to learn. And I think somebody had said it. Your job's not going to be taken away from AI. Your job's going to be given away to somebody who knows AI. Okay? Very important to understand. Learning that AI stuff is going to be very paramount to just about everything in the next little while. But let's see what the cards say. you're going to be having a little bit of a downfall in the money situation. Everything else is fine. Your health is fine. Your people around you. There's going to be somebody who's going to be showing you the ropes of what you should be going into. And I think it's more on the AI side of things. Yeah. So your job plus AI will probably be bringing you to the next level of things. Okay.
Almost.
I like watching those Bigfoot vlog videos now. You know why for watching some of those. That's really good. That's done with Vo 3, I think, from Gemini. So, what will be the outcome of Iran-Israel conflict? Will Iran lose nuclear capability? You have to remember they don't have a nuclear weapon program. It's mainly for power, nothing else. And they've been wanting to expand and all that sort of thing for a long period of time. And that would be getting, if we talked about that, it'd be getting into a deep, dark rabbit hole. So I don't think we have time for that. It's going to come to a stalemate because Iran would be very difficult to conquer in any situation. And there's going to be a retaliation and all that sort of thing. But I think Donald Trump's going to be getting in there and making a deal with everybody. Okay? Okay. Not to say too much to get me banned from YouTube. Will Russia attack the Baltic countries? No. If NATO doesn't remove troops from here, they won't stop war in Ukraine. He's not going to go any further than he just wants to finish up Ukraine. And that's probably it. I know the UK and the European news media is trying to keep you in fear that Russia is going to be continuing to move through. And no, it's not going to be something that's going to be ever happening. Okay. Hey, my name is Miss Ba. Miss Ba. When will I be a serious commitment relationship that leads to marriage? I'm single right now. That's going to be changing in the next 2 to 3 years. That's what they're telling me. Next 2 to 3 years, you're going to have some relationships before that period of time, but you're going to be having to grow yourself and advance yourself to be the person that somebody that you would require, because it's always a reflection of who we are, of the people that we attract to us. And that's going to be in the next 2 to 3 years that you're going to be finding that perfect somebody. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. When altcoin season will start, if it starts at all. Probably later in the year. I think we're still going to be doing the Bitcoin dance for the next little while. Okay? So Christmas time-ish. When do you see BTC be overbought? The monthly chart IRS, and now at 69. 3 cards, please. It's already kind of overbought anyways. There's very little Bitcoin on the exchanges right now, and Ethereum. And nobody's paying attention to this. Oh, there's plenty of Bitcoin. It's going to be very, very soon. It's going to be in the next 2 to 3 months that people are going to start to realize that there's not a lot of Bitcoin. And they're going to be, hopefully, if they're smart, flocking into Bitcoin. So we want to get in ahead of the rest of the people. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question. Do I see SafeMoon? It's been a while since I've heard of that one. Go to a half penny. It moved to Solana chain. SafeMoon was not safe. I do remember the reading I did on SafeMoon many, many moons ago. It's going to probably go to a third of a penny or something like that in the next year or so. Not something that you should really be getting into. Get into the Bitcoin. It's much, much better. Okay? Even if it's on the Solana chain. Hi, Andre and wife. May I have a love reading, please? Hello, wife.
Hello.
She's ordering the chicken.
No. I have to phone it in.
Ah, funny. We're doing chicken tomorrow with Dad, so. And family. We have a place here called Chicken Chef. It's really good chicken, though. For you, my friend, the love life. There's going to be something that's going to be popping up in the next 2 weeks that hopefully you're paying attention to. There is somebody that is around you that's already excited about you and likes you and all that wonderful stuff. And I don't think you think they are in your, what would you call it, level. I think you think they're higher than you in some way. And that's not actually true. They actually do like you in a good way. Okay? So pay attention to that. Good day to you. Some say gold is very abundant on Earth. Will the gold price collapse when this is discovered, and when? Yeah, there's a lot of gold out there, but they keep a cap on it. That and diamonds. People don't actually understand. Silver is the rarest of the bunch because they utilize it for everything, and the price of silver is going to be going up quite a bit. They understand this, the people in charge, and they try to keep a cap on it at all times. They only produce so much gold to fulfill orders and all that sort of thing. So I don't think this is going to be a big worry in the next little while or ever, because they know how to manipulate the prices and everything with that. Okay? Hey, Andre, can I get a 3-card reading? Ooh, some new emotional things. Just you're going to start to become more and more stable emotionally. I don't know if you're unstable before, but you're going to be more stable. And it's going to be coming from above. New spiritual insight is going to be helping you in the emotional state and moving it towards something brand new, which is your health situation. Financially, you're going to be doing just fine. And there's going to be some situation with you and somebody else that on money matters. Okay? Maybe they didn't give you money or you didn't give them money. And so now they're kind of teed off with that. So that's something you're going to have to go through in the next week or so. And hopefully you can alleviate that situation in a good way. I do think there's going to be a reckoning with that other person and you start to patch things up in a good way. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. I love a reading, please. Lots of people from Facebook today, which is awesome. King, Queen, and the Hierophant. Initial look at the cards is everything is stable for you for the next little while. And you're going to be making rulings and all that sort of thing about certain aspects of your life. Health is going to be this. Wealth is going to be this in your own mind, which is good. But something's going to be a little bit teeter-tottery with friendships and somebody that was kind of in charge of you, or you felt they were in charge of you. They're going to be fading away and not necessary anymore. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. Will my rugby team, the Blue Bulls, win the final tonight?
I saw orange and green, and neither of those colors are playing.
Oh.
I think it's the other team.
It's the other team. Of course, we don't know the colors of Blue Bulls.
I think they're blue and white, and the other one's
Blue and white?
Blue and like a darker blue.
Blue and a darker blue.
I don't know, something. They're both blue, so.
That makes things a little tougher.
Didn't see blue at all.
Didn't see blue at all.
But I had a better feeling with the other team when I looked at them.
Okay, so the other team is probably going to be taking the win. Like most Canadians, we don't really follow rugby, so hopefully that helps you out.
And maybe the final, the cup or whatever it is, will be orange and green, maybe.
So orange and green for the big win.
Whoever they may be.
Whoever that is. We know nothing about rugby. Hopefully that helps you.
Hopefully.
Put $1 in for me. Andre, do you see any significant volcanic activity or explosions occurring at Campi Flegrei in Naples, Italy this summer? I think we answered this question last time, and I was picking up no.
Like next year or something?
Next year.
Or the year after.
The year after. Get another place to go in the meantime, but right now, no. How soon until ETH goes into price discovery? Just saying soon. A lot of things. People start to forget that ETH is the second biggest cryptocurrency, and it's the biggest cryptocurrency that the most amount of people use. It's going to be getting into that price discovery in June, July, in that period of time where everything is going to start to kick off in a good way. Okay? It's the Soul Man. Hi, Andre. Where is my personal love life and intimacy life heading? Oh, where are you walking to? I'm picking up that you're kind of getting in your own way on this particular situation, and you're not letting things flow, and you're trying to control everything and all that, and trying to control the outcome of things. Universe will allow you to do that. Okay. But once you do it too much, they're going to, universe that is going to slap you in the back of the head and tell you to smarten up. Get out of your own way. Everything is as it should be for you. Without you getting in your own way and letting things flow, I think it's going to be changing when you start to change your thoughts, change your thinking, change your life, basically. That path of that for yourself, I think it might take a couple years, sometimes, maybe months. But once you start down the path, you'll start to see incredible things. Stop trying to control everything, and then you'll see everything start to flow into your life in a good way. Okay? Hopefully that helps. Would I be able to retire on crypto soon? I'm getting disabled and helpless and otherwise. I don't think you're disabled or anything like that from what I'm picking up. It's just a state of mind, right? Yes, you get there. Don't do any weird and wonderful things with your cryptocurrency. Just sit, wait. You have enough cryptocurrencies. I think I remember doing the reading with you in probably the next year or so. Okay. You are what you think. When do you see Prince William and Princess Catherine becoming King and Queen of England? Is there going to be another one?
I think it will just be a slightly different role.
Slightly different role?
Yeah.
Won't be like the king. Many psychics have said that King Charles would be the last one. I think they'll be that, but not with all the bells and the whistles and all that sort of thing, because the world is changing. If you notice that around the world, and roles of leaders are going to be changing as well. When will it happen? 2 to 3 years from now. Because King Charles, I don't think, has much longer. Hi, Andre. May I have a reading? Health-wise, you're doing pretty good. You're going to be getting into some wonderful new things, and it's going to be very beneficial to you. Don't be too emotional about the financial part of your life. It's going well. As my Kung Fu teacher would always say, he who loses their emotional state always loses the fight. Don't lose your emotional state when it comes to your finances. Just be steady and do all the wonderful things, and don't stop doing all those wonderful things that will bring you to the next level. Okay? Have confidence in yourself. And there's going to be some new relationships that are going to be happening with you in the next week or so, and they're going to be very beneficial to you and them. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. 2 psychics have said that there will be rioting in South Africa against the ANC anytime soon. Yes. I concur. Without getting too much trouble with YouTube. It's going to be a big thing in the next little while, especially when Donald Trump exposed it to the world. Okay? And there's going to be some great changes in South Africa regarding all that wonderful stuff. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. World is changing. I forgot the answer to this question, so ask again. When will UK drop capital gains tax on crypto, please? It's going to be in the next year or so. They were a little slow. That is part of the whole scenario where you got these two sides. There's this side that wants to continue with the old system, even though it's collapsing in of itself, and they're going to be fighting furiously to keep it alive, and they're going to do everything against cryptocurrencies because they don't want cryptocurrencies to be a thing, because they want to stay in power, right? And then the other side that wants to bring on cryptocurrency because it's the new system that's going to be rolled out very, very soon. not around the entire world at the same time, but it's going to be something that's going to be brought out in the next 5 or 6 years. So within the next 5, 6 years, they're going to be changing their ways on crypto regulations in the UK. So if you got it, hang on to it. Everything is going to be changing for the better eventually in the next 4 to 5 years. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hello, Andre and wife. May I have a reading for Wormhole Crypto this bull run?
The rugby is tonight. The final is tonight.
Oh, the final
And
is
they're both
tonight.
blue.
They're both blue.
Of course, this one has red lettering on it, so I don't know.
So whatever the red lettering is to you in the rugby world, that's the winner.
That would be the Blues.
The Blues?
Blue Bulls.
Blue Bulls. You got to tell all your rugby teams they have different colors so we can see them. Anyways, hey, there's 2 of me now. Hang on a second.
Close up.
Very, very close. What the heck? Give me a second. It's the beauty of doing a live show. And not all your things are working for you. For the Wormhole Crypto Bull during the bull run, it's going to be okay. It's going to be something that's going to take a whole lot longer than what everybody in the Wormhole camp is thinking. It's just going to take a whole lot of hard work to get it above anything else, or where it is right now. The health of it doesn't seem to be the best right now. Okay, so whenever it does get a little bit of profit, sell and get into something a little bit better. Okay, hopefully that helps you. What do my guides from the other side say sole purpose at this stage of life is? What your sole purpose is to be you, be the best you can be, and to learn. That is all that we're here for. Okay, is to learn those wonderful lessons and to be ourselves. I think a lot of people have struggles with being who they are. Really. Okay, they wear these masks and they pretend to be something that they're not. And this is a great lesson. When you start to do that, be authentic, that is a great lesson to learn. Okay? And it doesn't matter where you work or what you do or anything like, well, kind of what you do is a little important. But you're already on track to everything. It's learning the ability that you are of the light. People tend to forget that. That is the biggest lesson that everybody should learn, is you are God. You and God are not separate. And once you understand that fact, that you are God, and you become more unstoppable. Okay? There's a big lesson there for everybody. Hopefully that helps you. When will we see more auto drive car? Already in China, I believe. I think all of the film Total Recall when I think of this. Well, if they stop burning them, self-driving cars. I think that's going to be something that's going to be happening in the next 10 years. It always takes a long period of time for these things to roll out. It's already there, but I don't think it's been perfected, and I think it'll be kind of perfected in the next 10 years or so, or driver-assisted stuff. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. What are Shannon's true feelings for me? Shan's family friend, but I feel he has a crush on me. Well, your intuition is correct. You should pursue that, and I think it's going to be a good thing. I think he's a little bit shy. They are a little shy. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. What will the future hold for XRP? A whole lot of stuff, because it's going to be the part of the new financial system rolling out. It's already part of the banking system. Turkey's already done, I think it was Turkey, did a whole transaction within XRP. You have to remember that the old fiat currency system is being switched out into XRP. Even here in Canada, it's already worked on. I know me and the wife know some of the people that were working on that program for our banking system. So it's going to be a big, huge thing in the next little while for the banking sector. Okay? So if you have any, sit on it. When will I reunite with my TF? What's a TF?
True friend.
True friend.
Or just could be initials. I don't know.
Okay. It's going to be actually very soon. It's going to be very swift. Twin flame.
That makes sense.
Okay. Well, you met them already, and they're gone. They left. It's going to be in the next year or so that you're going to be meeting this person. It's going to be very, very swift. Okay. Hopefully that helps you out. In your opinion, is Kundalini energy the same as life force energy? Yeah. Everything is energy. Doesn't matter if it's a deck of cards or if it's my pen. Everything is energy in the world. And different cultures and different people around the world has different names for it. Now we have to, as persons living on this planet, because we are energy, one of the great lessons that you can learn is how to control the energy, which is not that hard, and shape energy to what we need. Okay? It's kind of a superpower. Thinking about pulling my money out of stock market and buying crypto. Good idea. Stock market's going to be going up in a good way, actually, especially in AI and all that sort of thing. I would just find some other things to sell around the house and buy crypto that way. Have both. Okay. Hi, Andre. 3 cards for the week. Many thanks. I'm sure if I looked around all my hobby supplies, I'd probably find a whole bunch of things to sell. Stuff about trying to control things around you, and it's going to be kind of blowing up in your face a little bit. Stop trying to control everything. Okay, just allow things to flow and go along with that flow. I know it's hard because we want the best outcome and all that sort of thing. But once you allow yourself to go with the flow, everything becomes much, much easier in life. Okay? And I think that's the great lesson you're going to be learning this week. Have fun. It's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
You may be a little battered and bruised, but it's fun. Will I see a lot of success in my career this year? I am picking up, yes, as long as you go with the flow of things. And I think it's going to be developing into other things as well. Okay? Especially when we start applying ourselves. Okay? That is the key. The law of action. I boxed my cards. Shucks. Anyway. Card malfunctions everywhere, I tell you. Yeah, go with the flow. I think you're going to be coming out on top. Don't be shy. Don't be hesitant on doing certain things that are going to be benefiting you. Go with the energy. The universe is going to be pointing in the right directions for you. It's just up to us to learn to listen to these things, and it happens to everybody. Okay? But generally, yes, this year. Hello, new subscriber. Are there female coworkers attracted to me romantically or just want work-related relationships? There's some. They're looking at certain parts of your body going, that's one of the things I was picking up. Stay professional at work. Don't do it in the workplace. But if you have, one of them will ask you to go to a function, a group function, and go with that. Okay? Keep it safe. Will I be rich? Define rich. I consider myself rich, but that's not what everybody would consider rich. You don't need to go to work and all that sort of thing. I don't think that's going to be a thing for you in the next year or so. If you apply yourself and go with the flow of the universe and when you get those wonderful ideas and you follow through with them, yes. Again, this is another lesson where you're going to have to allow that flow to be. Okay? Because you got to do the actions. Okay? So you can get the law of attraction. So write down all the goals that you have and how you're going to get there. That's another thing people forget. I want to be rich. And then the universe gives you 1,000,000,001 ways to become rich. And people, I don't want to do that. I don't do that. And you just sit there. So when the universe reveals to you how to do that goal, follow it. See where it takes you. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. That's Nick. Hello, Nick. O'Malley on Ethereum is a Matt Fury cat. Will it reach a few cents this 2025? I'm picking up no. You? No.
Halfway there.
Halfway there to a penny?
Yeah.
Halfway to a penny. Which is, I guess, in some cases, not a bad thing. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Will Manu delete some zeros this 2025? It's on Ethereum. I'm picking up about half a zero to 1.5 zeros this 2025. Okay. Should I co-sign for a friend's mortgage? Will it affect my housing benefits or Medicaid? Will it hinder my ability to buy my own home? They said it will take my name off in 6 months. Will she be approved? I just got the green light. I think it's going to be very beneficial to you in that fashion. And it's going to be helping you in about a year or so when you're going to go buy your own house. That's pretty much what I'm picking up. Anything to add?
In my opinion, it's not good to do, but that's just
It's not normally a good thing to do, but
if you trust the person, then yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I have a good feeling about the other person.
Okay. I'm just leery of doing shit like that.
Yeah. Me too. You want to what? Okay. What are Anslin's thoughts, feelings for me? They like you. I don't know if it's anything beyond that. They like you. They like your friendship and all that sort of thing. I don't think it's blossomed into anything else because you haven't taken those actions yet. They are still looking around. Okay. Regarding finances for the rest of 2025, please. Pushing hard to keep positive impact. Thank you. Always stay positive, or try to stay positive and move in a good direction. Don't let your emotions get ahead of you. Okay? And I think everything is going to be turning around. There are this moment in time when you kind of doing all your decisions based off of emotion. Never ever do that. Always go by data. Okay? Like I said previously, he who loses their emotional state always loses the fight. This is where that lesson comes into play. Don't do knee-jerk reactions. I think you'll be just fine. Cards on Ethereum. When will it reach 5K, then 10K this bull run? I don't think it's going to get to 10K this time around, but it's going to definitely get to 5K. When? Probably by the end of summer. Okay?
I'm getting there.
Yeah, she's getting there. Did somebody delete something?
No, there's a lot of stuff.
Hi, will I get a high grade in my next exam on Monday? Yes. Keep a positive outlook. Do all the work. And you'll be doing just fine.
Yeah,
don't let your study. And don't let your emotions run away with you. Okay? Don't defeat yourself before you go into the battle. And you'll be just fine. When will G contact me timing-wise? Tuesday. There you go. Hey, Andre, may I have a free card reading, please?
Tuesday, 2 months from now?
Could be. They said two. No, I think it's this Tuesday-ish. You're going to be the sparkling star in your group of people that you hang with. You're going to be the star. They're going to be the person that everybody looks up to in the next week. Financially, you're going to be doing just fine. But health-wise, you're going to need a little bit more hard work to get to that point you need to get to. So off your chair and chop. I think you're going to get there. It's just going to take a lot of motivation and effort. Okay?
Okay, just waiting for it to pop up here.
Boop, 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 boop. Lots of people asking good questions. Here we go. Crude is currently at $73. How high do you see crude getting this year? Potentially 80 to 90. I do see it hitting about $70 to $75 per in about another month or so. And that's just the war thing going on.
You done?
I'm done.
Okay. That's it.
That's it?
We're at the hour too.
All right.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. Universe always provides everything that you need. Great lesson to learn for everybody today is to follow that energy. Okay? And don't try to control everything and everyone around you. The only person that you can control is you. Okay? And once you understand that, life becomes easier. With that said, if you like a personal reading with me, make sure to go to SafeMoon.com where all that information can be found. If you like a personal healing with my Reiki Master wife, that information is also on our website. And if you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, we have the Treasure Cold Storage Wallet for sale on our website. So if you should happen to purchase one from us, know that we make a little bit of profit from that. Just a thing I gotta say. And always check out our Patreon page for more cryptocurrency astrology reports. Okay, with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future.